Welcome to Honed Services and Decommissioning's yard. HSD's main activities are the dismantling and recycling of offshore constructions and vessels. This is HSD's yard with its 200-metre long quay. This can also be used by our neighbouring company, Martin's Cleaning. This is Martin's Cleaning's yard. When you arrive at our company, park next to the weighbridge, where you must register. Your data will be recorded here. Access to our premises is protected by a barrier. No PPE is required here yet, but when you are inside HSD's sliding gate, you will have to wear compulsory PPE. The weighbridge operator will inform your contact person at HSD of your arrival, and you will be escorted to the work location on the yard. Follow instructions proactively, ask for support, and make sure you fully understand everything and there are no more questions. Our yard is ISPS certified. Working on our yard is only permitted if you have VCA or similar training. Please note that our yard has 24/7 camera surveillance with recorded footage. The weighbridge is located in front of the registration office, and a lot of heavy traffic comes through here. Pay attention here and always try to make eye contact with the driver to make sure he sees you. There is a sign at the barrier stating the most important safety rules. You will also be given written safety instructions when you sign in. Normal traffic rules apply on the yard, but please note that work traffic always has priority over other traffic. You must adhere to the following protocols. Drive at a maximum speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Only smoke in designated areas. Do not take pictures without permission. Do not get distracted by using your mobile phone. Do not drink alcohol and/or use drugs or take medicines that could affect your work. Never walk under a suspended load. Always wear your safety belts in vehicles. Wear your PPE, safety helmet, safety vest, safety shoes, at least S3, safety goggles and working gloves. In case of emergency, call the emergency number 0113 671 079. Every first Monday of the month, we test our alarm signal between 9:45 and 10 a.m. If there is an emergency, you will hear an intermittent signal. This means you have to go to the assembly point next to the weighbridge. Switch off your engine and leave the keys in the vehicle. Do not block any roads or exits. Wait for further instructions at the assembly point. When the situation is under control, the solid, continuous signal will sound. There are a number of rules that you must follow so that everyone can go home to their families at the end of the day safe and sound. Your safety and that of your colleagues starts with you. You must take responsibility for this at all times, not just when you are asked to do so. On the other side of the safety instruction sheet, you'll see a clear overview of our yard. In case of emergency, you will find the lifebuoys here. The fire extinguishers are in various places on the yard, and the hydrant outlets are located on the quayside. You must always reverse park your car in our parking areas. This makes it easier for you to drive away afterwards. If you are working at HSD for a full day or longer, you can use this car park. If you use the canteen, you must always leave the room and the tables clean and tidy after use. Work clothes and PPE are not worn in the canteen. If you are assigned a locker, please ensure that it is kept tidy. When walking to the yard, use the walkways marked with green stripes. If you are not familiar with the yard and/or the activities in progress, do not enter the yard on your own. Make sure that you are accompanied by a member of staff. This is the main entrance to HSD's yard. Once inside this fence, you must follow the rules of the yard and use all the required PPE. Please note that we have a lot of heavy traffic on our yard. Always make sure you make eye contact with the driver when going past a vehicle. There are storage tanks for oxygen and butane on the yard. Please be careful when carrying out activities near these tanks. Always wear a life jacket when working on the concrete of the quay edge, on a pontoon or ship. You are only allowed to smoke in the designated areas. You may not smoke in buildings, vehicles, or on the yard. You must put your own litter in the correct recycling bins. There are several of these bins on the yard. We are also able to remove radioactivity, NORM, from the steel. This is done in this part of the yard, and this area is only accessible to authorised personnel. When you leave our yard, please sign out at the weighbridge office. Remember not to drive faster than the maximum permitted speed of 30 km per hour until you reach the end of this zone. We would like to thank you for visiting our yard and wish you a pleasant and, most importantly, safe day.